Good afternoon. I am Dr. Aditya Pradhan from the Department of Urology and Kidney Transplant at BLK Hospital at New Delhi. So today we have got with us Mr. Taakei. This patient is a very special patient for us, and this is Mrs. Taakei. They have both come from Kiribati, which is a small island in the South Pacific, close to Fiji. I met him when I was in Fiji for an OPD, and there he told me that he had already undergone kidney failure, and he was one of the few patients who I have met from that area who had a very brave son who came forward to make his donation offer for his father. That was almost I think about 8 months or 9 months back, and then after making a lot of their preparations at home, they came to our center, and his son and Mr. Taakei, they have undergone the kidney transplant operation. The son has done very well, and I believe he's back home at Fiji and attending to his work, and Mr. Taakei now is ready to go back. So for BLK, it's a proud day that the first Kiribati patient transplant of the country, the first for country of Kiribati, is sitting with us today, and you can now actually tell us about you and how you made your preparation and how your son, who's come across as your donor, has got along with this whole event.
Okay, thanks. My name is Taakei Taoaba. I come from Kiribati, as explained before. And the decision to come to BKL for a transplant was not an easy one because, as already mentioned, I am actually the first from the country to go through the kidney transplant. And so there was a bit of anxiety. People were anxious. Everybody back in Kiribati are very interested to see the outcome. But we searched information on BLK, and we were quite confident that it would do a good job. I met Dr. Pradhan in Fiji, and we had a chat, and that gave me confidence that I could come to this hospital, and I have a lot of trust in their professionalism and their specialization in kidney treatment. So finally, it took us some time because coming for a transplant, as I said, I was the first one, and there was a bit of questioning, and people were trying to understand why I chose to come, especially with my son, for a transplant. It has cultural, social, and financial factors that we have to go through. And it took me quite some time to be convinced to come in for a transplant because I also held those beliefs that it was not proper. But anyway, a lot of my relatives and family, they insisted that I should come. But most important of all was my son, who was very, very keen to come. I didn't ask him, but he has to convince me to come and he'll be my donor. We asked him later, how come he was so brave? And he said, well, because I read the website and I look up the doctor's biography, and I said, oh, we are in safe hands. And truly, that was my experience when I came here. I saw the kind of support that we get from doctors, almost like round-the-clock rounds to see me. And that's very reassuring. I mean, through that, you gain that trust and confidence in the service that you get from this hospital, especially from the doctors. And I'll always be very grateful with this. Because as I said in Kiribati, people just die from kidney failure. They just die. So coming here, we thought it was a miracle. Being the first one, I think is unbelievable. But anyway, we came here and we experienced the support, the concern, the interest of doctors. They don't look at you as a statistics. They look at you as a human being. And that's the difference that I've seen compared to other hospitals. And we've been speaking about this highly of the kind of level of expertise, the level of professionalism, and the commitment that we get from the kidney department and from the hospital itself.
When I came here, I had that feeling that I was so worried about what's going to happen. But I saw you in Fiji and you gave me that confidence too. You said, I've done so many, so it's like a minor a thing to me. But when we came, there was this a problem that arose with some of the doctors were saying it's going to be a risk, but then you remind us that it's going to be a teamwork, and that's what makes me more confident. You said, even if I don't know how to do this, other doctors, we work in a team. And I look up in the internet and I saw that BLK is the only hospital that works like that, which combine effort. So I was happy with that, and also, like he was saying, I note your commitment to everything that we ask for, everything that we were worried about. You explained it to us, which help us to get that kind of feeling from us. And the second thing is, I have a lot of problems with my relatives back home. They don't like the idea of us coming here and taking our son, because it's like a taboo. They think that we're taking the life of a young boy for someone who's going to die who's older. So they said, no, you go ahead. Now that you've had that sickness, you die with it. You don't take your son.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think it is important that this is promoted to people. Let the people know that this is, it's not that you're taking the life from your son. The son is giving you more life to be able to help the family.
Right.
So I think that is very important that people understand this. And I think that's the only problem, that many are reluctant to come because of that, the donor, especially from your own family.
Wow, that's quite an experience, and I must compliment both of you that you have come so far, and your son, and well, congratulations to you for a successful outcome, and I wish you all the best and a safe journey back home to Kiribati.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
And I think we need to thank our son too here.
He's a fantastic man, the first chap in his country. I think it is really remarkable.
Yes.
Really
He's the one
remarkable
who's been
man.
pushing us all the way.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
BLK Super Speciality Hospital, a passion for healing.